Poems for the quiet hours before dawn. This video is a poetry reading featuring 25 selected poems from Moments in Solitude. I hope you can listen with a quiet and peaceful heart. Chapter 1. The places left by what has gone. What leaves us does not disappear easily. Even when people grow distant, they remain in the heart for a long time, and in quiet moments, they rise again without warning. This chapter is about what remains behind and the longing that was never fully spoken. 1. Grandmother, your hands, rough as a turtle's shell, stung each time they touched me. Yet, without hesitation, they always found their way to my hair. You're too thin, you'd say, though I wasn't. Eat more, and I would frown, skipping your own lunch after a long day in the fields, bringing home bread, saying it was your favorite. Those were the times that made me happy. Why didn't you sit down for a while? Why were you always moving, always busy? Back then, it made me uncomfortable. Now, when I visit the old house, the meals I once loved are no longer on the table. Dust lingers where warmth used to be. I miss the way your eyes looked at me. Now, I am not just someone who receives. I could have given, too. Why were you in such a hurry to leave? The moon I always saw still shines, but the person I always saw is gone. Marriage isn't something that happens so easily, after all. You always told me to quit smoking. I suppose, at the very least, I should listen now. 2. Friend, you came. It's been a while. We once shared everything. Laughter, tears, every moment, side by side. But life got in the way. Busy days left no room for open hearts. I should have called when you crossed my mind. And now, here we are again, inside. I am still the child who ran with you, but time has dusted our hair and carved deep lines on our faces. It's good. Just seeing you like this is good. I should have reached out sooner. Now, with your silence, I find myself speaking more and more. Why did you leave first? So much time left unspent, yet only longing remains. 3. Wedding, one by one, they become a pair. Some find beauty, some find flaws, yet each finds another, and together they go. I never meant to avoid it, but where is the one who will stand by my side? Friends who once roamed freely are now pairing off, one by one, leaving me behind. Somehow, being the one who stays feels a little emptier. Congratulations, my friend. Be happy, my friend. It's just a passing thought, a little sigh of longing. I'd like to stay close, pretend I've gained a new friend, but I know how this goes. Perhaps, if I bring a +1, they'll make room for me, too. 4. A greeting. How have you been? You crossed my mind. Though the memories have faded, sometimes I still wonder. Of course, I'm doing well. Maybe it's just because We spent so much time together. It's not that I miss you. I only hope you are doing well, too. No need to force a meeting. No reason to turn away. Just living our lives. Maybe one day we'll cross paths again. As suddenly as our bond began, I hope we can pass each other by with a quiet smile, like the wind slipping through, softly, gently, without a sound. 5. A silent cry. As I follow the traces of my thoughts, I find myself lingering, always at the edge of you. I reach out, but you remain just beyond my grasp. So once again, I turn away. I peer into my heart, only to find a hollow space, a hole left gaping wide. I was sure I brought it back with me, but somehow I must have left it behind. My thoughts scream, bring it back, for only then can it be given away again. Yet my heart turns away. Not yet. It pleads, let me stay here a little longer. Once again, my thoughts drift toward you, circling somewhere near. And when your heart is finally full, perhaps the one I lost will find its way back to me. Until then, my thoughts will linger, silently, wandering on the edges of you. Chapter 2. The night where longing remains. What we try to forget often becomes clearer at night. Feelings we manage to cover during the day rise again. A silence. This chapter is about the heart that cannot let go and the hunger left behind by loneliness. 6. Regret. 1. I cannot close it at will. It was my choice to open it, but closing it, that is beyond me. Like a book placed back on the shelf, I wish to put these memories away. Yet, for some reason, I keep flipping through the pages. The story has ended. It is time to let go. But somehow, I cannot. I should release the one who left. But the heart that departed never returns. If I wait, will it come back? Perhaps one day, when time has passed, I will place it quietly among the books of my memory. And when dust has settled, only then will I dare to open it once more. For now, I remain in the swamp of regret, slowly sinking. 7. Regret. 2. Again, you knock without warning. You shameless visitor. Regret. You grab my hand and drag me back to that moment. I thought I'd shaken you off, thought you were finally fading away, but you stubbornly return, committing violence with memories. I shout that it's not my fault. I've done all I could. I've let it all go. Yet these bruised, torn feelings, perhaps their wounds still raw, every sprinkle of memory's salt makes me ache again. Memories that I can't erase or undo always stand one step behind me. Maybe someday, when the wounds heal, if you come again, I'll greet you with a smile. 8. Shall we rewrite it? This doesn't feel right. We're just exchanging monologues, never truly reaching each other. You should have told me then. Words spilled too late only sound like excuses. In the end, you chose yourself over me. You called me thoughtless, selfish. But while you worried about everything around us, I only worried about you. I should have balanced the weight. Shouldn't have leaned too much, but it's not about who was wrong. We just realized it too late. You are who you are. I am who I am. So, shall we rewrite this? Let's close this book. Turn the page back to blank. And this time, instead of writing us, let's write our own separate stories. 9. Cover it up. Like the night that quietly covers the bright world. Like the snow that blankets the dirt in white. I must cover it up. All the struggles, all the countless emotions tied to you. I must hide them away, unseen. For a while, I will set them aside, cry alone, and take refuge in deep sleep. When morning arrives, when the white snow melts, I will face it again, only to cover it once more. If I keep burying it, perhaps one day, time will swallow it whole, out of sight, out of mind, and so life goes on. 10. Solitude. Pushing through my tasks, letting time drift away. Before I know it, you creep in through the door's crack, an unwelcome guest. Yet you settle in, as if this place was yours. Silently, you sit beside me, watching, making yourself clearer than ever. Can't you step back just a little? At first, I despised you, but now, perhaps it's a relief that at least you still come. Because of you, I truly feel my solitude, filling a cup with longing, slowly sipping it in the quiet. 11. Adult. I narrow my eyes, shaping a crescent moon. I lift the corners of my lips, forming the waning moon. I seal the entrance shut, so nothing inside can slip away. Self-loathing, disdain for the world, a volcano cooling until it turns to stone. I show only kindness, only warmth. To survive, I grip social grace in my hands. I cry behind, I smile ahead, to hide my sobs. I laugh louder, louder. Today, I endured once more. Now I retreat to the cave beneath my blanket, just to shed a few quiet tears. 12. Hunger. I eat and eat, yet I am never full. Even before a table full of food, my hands hesitate. The act of eating feels selfish somehow, as if I am consuming myself, and yet, unable to resist the relentless hunger, I fill my mouth once again. My stomach is full, but the emptiness within remains. In the sudden grip of hunger, I realize I am alive. A lost laugh dissolves into the air, an emptiness no meal can fill. Drawn by this hunger, I set out on the road once more. 13. A moment of peace. Thoughts overflow. Feelings rise high, until breathing itself becomes heavy. Today, at least, I'll set it all aside. and lie down, stretching out comfortably. I'll gaze at the blue sky, feel the warmth of the earth beneath me, weightless, carefree, drifting like clouds passing by. I'll release these restless thoughts and emotions. Let them roam freely until they gently return to me. The sky is clear, the ground is warm, the sunlight feels good, and right now, I feel good too. Today, more than any other day, is a perfect day to embrace myself warmly. Chapter 3. Looking at own self in the dark. Dark hours often reveal what is inside us more clearly than the world outside. The thoughts we tried to avoid and the feelings we pushed aside quietly call us back to ourselves. This chapter is a time of turning inward and looking at oneself with a trembling heart. 14. Waiting for dawn. I walk through the long night, waiting for dawn. When the sun rises, surely this darkness will fade. By day, I never noticed, but when the night descends, cold and fear quietly creep to the tips of my toes. One by one, those who once walked beside me disappear, and only in silence do I hear my trembling breath. I long to rest, but fear being left behind. So I reach, slowly, feeling my way through the dark, toward the light, toward my morning. With darkness beside me, I walk on, waiting for dawn. 15. Plea. How should I live? If there is a will you have bestowed, with my foolish mind, I have eyes yet fail to see, I have ears yet fail to hear. Not knowing, I do not understand, always consuming, always depleting, existing upon sacrifice, only to forget it all. This life frightens me. I am grateful for the gifts given, yet afraid I may defy your will. Even if I cry out, you may not answer, just as all do. I carry the solitude of existence, and so, until the day I return to you, may I stand without shame beneath the sky, walk with dignity upon this earth, and face others with honesty. I whisper this plea only to myself. 16. Scattered thoughts. Threads unravel, drifting aimlessly in the air. A one-eyed gaze, fixated only on a single strand, too narrow to see them all. No matter how far they stretch, they will never grasp the whole. But if I broaden my view, let the threads weave freely, gather them with open hands. Perhaps then, I will step beyond this darkness and stand beneath the radiant sun. The problem is not the countless threads, but the veil of ignorance that blinds them. By seeing more, hearing more, and thinking more, I will come to understand. The path is always there, waiting to be found. 17. To myself. In a warm room, I wander through the library of my memories. What if I had done this? What if I had chosen that? The serpent of thoughts coils tight, biting its own tail, circling endlessly. Strict with myself, yet gentle with others. Was my young soul wounded, hiding away in its cave? Child, it was never your fault. The world keeps turning, round and round. Buried sins will surface one day, but lost kindness will find its way back to you. No need to be too harsh, nor too forgiving. In the end, no one truly knows this life. Just keep living and accept whatever comes your way. 18. Reminiscence. As life goes on, I have grown softer, worn down by the currents of time. I once thought, without this, the world would crumble. Yet the sky remains vast and blue. As life goes on, I have grown thicker. My face, once fragile, bare to every emotion, is now veiled in the dust of years. Everyone lives this way. So why was I ever ashamed? What's truly shameful is living without kindness. I wonder, what if I had chosen differently? But back then, that was the only path I knew. A flower that blooms too soon, wilts too soon. Yet, in that brief moment, it is at most beautiful. Now, having weathered storms and endured the coldest snow, I will bloom again, stronger, more radiant than before. Chapter 4. A heart rebuilt in silence. The heart does not heal all at once. Little by little, very little by little, it learns how to hold itself with care. This chapter is about small prayers, quiet determination, and a heart learning how to stand again. 19. A small prayer for myself. I earnestly pray that my timid heart does not settle into cowardice, beyond countless excuses, beyond sweet temptations. May I walk through the burning fire of truth, bear the weight of towering responsibility, and stand upright before myself. Thus, without hesitation, may I walk the path I long for, with unwavering steps, beneath the sky, upon this earth, standing firm and unshaken, with steady eyes, meeting others, and facing life with resolve. 20. My will. I came into this world with nothing in my hands, bound by countless rules and norms. The only thing I can move freely is myself. Yet, my will is fragile, and my patience too weak to forge it. So today, I swallow my tears and strike the hammer once more. I give up, then try again. I fall, then rise again, facing my own shortcomings, until my will turns to steel. I cling to patience and keep forging ahead. 21. Following the seasons. I look back, guided by the seasons, perhaps because so much has slipped away unnoticed. Time flows without mercy, yet at each signal of the changing sky, life awakens once more. And I too am grateful for the chance to pause and reflect, even when life loses its colors. A shift in the backdrop paints them anew. Nature flows as it should. Connections form As we live, as flowers bloom and wither, so too shall I, as the seasons change, slowly and gently. I look ahead, only to find the cycle repeating. So I lift my gaze to the sky and live, feeling the seasons. 22. Flowing away. Gazing at the quiet yet restless stream, I unravel my thoughts, sending them away, one by one. To you, who take them all without question, I offer my resentment, my anger, my hatred, breaking them into pieces, letting them drift away. If they would vanish, once set free, why did I hold on to them so tightly, burning myself in the process? Love, joy, and gratitude. I wish to keep them close, but like snow, they melt too easily. So I send them to you as well, little by little. Go where you are needed. Find your way back to me. When all is finally let go, perhaps I too will find stillness. Perhaps the first two will simply flow. 23. Warmth. I open my arms like a tree, welcoming the sun. The gentle sunlight warms my body, seeping deep within, chasing away the cold that had filled my heart, until the frost melts away, until the insects gnawing at my soul finally wither. I simply gaze, I simply feel. Are these tears just fragments of sorrow melting away? I cannot burn it all to ash, so I simply bathe in the warmth. Beneath the dazzling golden rays, I let the warmth of life fill me once more. Chapter 5. At the end of spring rain, toward the light. After a long winter, the heart does not brighten all at once, but one day, something arrives, like spring rain, softly, quietly, and that small change becomes enough to take one more step. This chapter is about the warmth that remains after letting go, and the heart that keeps walking toward the light. 24. Spring rain. Rain falls, painting the pale world in shades of green. Chilling winds retreat, and warmth begins to rise. Is spring arriving soon? Are you coming too? It's time to move again, to stretch my limbs, to stand once more, washing away the dust, stepping outside, pulling back the blankets that held me through winter. Standing beneath the gentle sun, the air is still cool, but I know a warmer breeze will follow soon, leaving all behind in winter's grasp. I step onto a new path, welcoming spring and you. 25. Toward the light. The light appears, so I walk toward it. I do not know where it leads, but I fix my gaze upon it and press on. No one follows, no one leads. This road is mine alone, and I walk forward, never looking back. I exist, therefore I move, with desire as my fuel, and emotion as my companion. I walk endlessly. The path ahead is unseen. I fear the abyss below, so I tread carefully, longing to come closer, longing to become the light And when the light embraces me, I shall lay everything down. Only then, at last, will this long journey come to an end. After the long night, we walk into today once again. Thank you for listening. I hope peace finds a place in your heart.